In this lesson, we will go through the process of creating a thematic map of our joint population data. To properly see the geographic distribution of our data, we need to symbolize our data appropriately. The first thing we want to do is investigate our attribute table so that we can see what data our layer holds. Here we see the population data figures that we created by joining our spreadsheet to the admin boundary layer. So we are going to choose to map this population projection data. ArcGIS Pro provides a number of ways to symbolize your data. There are many symbology methods for different types of data. Single symbol is the default symbology method. It draws all the data in features with a common symbol. You can also apply a different symbol to each category of features within the layer using unique values. For our data, graduated colors is the best option as it shows quantitative differences in values using a range of colors. You can now select the field within your data to base your symbology on. Once you've done that, we move on to the classification methods. Here you can choose from a number of classification methods. The default method is natural breaks GENCS. Now what this does is it looks for natural groupings within the data, groups similar values together, and then maximizes differences between the groupings. For this data though, I'm going to choose to use equal interval, as this gives me more control over the groupings within the data. And I can specify my own breakpoints and determine how the data is spread within the symbology. To get a better sense of how to set the breakpoints, you can look at the statistics of your data. The basic statistics allow me to better understand how to apply any class breaks to my data. So rather than randomly deciding where to begin my class breakpoints, I'm going to use statistics to find the average value. I can now set this average value as my first breakpoint. Subsequent breakpoints can be determined in increments that suit 1. The distribution of the data, and 2. The number of categories you will group your data into. For an extra check to ensure consistency, apply the same classification method to the other fields within your data and make sure that you see a consistent pattern in how the data is displayed. For something like population data, the changes across the years should be subtle. If you notice any drastic changes between the years, either check your underlying data to make sure that there are no errors in it, or 2, check that you have chosen a suitable data classification method. You can also change the default color of the symbology. The range of colors are designed to suit all kinds of mapping needs. A key thing to consider though is the final sharing method of your map. If it is going to be printed, consider using colors that show up clearly when printed. Primary colors are a good choice for this, as most printers are optimized to print primary colors clearly.